I did say that sounds very tempting. Like let me know what else I could do for us. It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS. So let's hit a little story time. And I want to get into this because, like I said, I don't know if I just suck at taking vacations, but I don't like them. And I used to love them when I was in like the corporate world because it like felt like you were taking vacation, you had time off, you had somebody backing you up. And when you run a small business, it like even in the corporate world, I always used to say there's no such thing as vacation. There's only work displacement. Like before you leave, you're doing all these things and you got to get everything squared away. And then when you come back, you just have this pile of emails and work to do. And I still feel like that to some extent. Now I am fortunate where I have an admin that checks my email, and I had just got my sales kind of demo specialist up and running. So he was doing demos while I was out. So I didn't come back to a pile of work. And maybe it's because it's the first time that I was out for 2 weeks, and I'll talk about my trips in a sec here. But it's the first time that I've like come back and not had a mountain of work to do, but I still felt like it. Like I still felt disconnected. And I know there's value in the vacation to like clear your mind and think a little differently and get out of the weeds of your business. But man, the anxiety of like coming back after 2 weeks is just like tears me apart. You just lay there with like the Sunday scaries thinking about like all the shit you need to do and what happened and where are we at with this and where is this at? Do you guys get that? Like, this is the first time I think I've been off like 2 weeks in a row and really had checked out pretty well. Have you guys done that? Do you guys get that same like anxiety about it?
So
I just weird nerd.
The best thing after that is sitting down with your team and literally like 5 questions, guys, what went well? What didn't go well? What else do you need from me in the future, like before I leave, to be able to be successful on this? And any other thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, and things like how did this go? Because I always love, I've got a week-long vacation every June. We're literally, it's basically a staycation because we're only like half an hour away, but like try to completely take me out of the loop. And so seeing how we can better do that, how to better disconnect, now I'm okay. Like the work phone is at work still and nobody's watching it right now. And like I just took a phone call because Jill's office passed it to me, but every time you're gone should be a good test for you to be gone even more.
I don't think anything went wrong. I don't know, Sean, I don't know if you caught anything, but
no.
I haven't.
Which means you're not that important, Dan.
So actually, and Janelle, my general manager on the bookkeeping side of my business, was like, "Hey Dan, while you were gone, we didn't lose any clients, and you got back, and we lost 2 of them. So,
go away."
Yeah,
you're like, "Yes, I will
say those." I did say that sounds very tempting. Like let me know what else I could do for us.
I think the reason that you started coming to Cleveland to get me on Lake Erie was because I didn't take a vacation for like the first 5 years after I sold the business to Blue Skies. And even when I had my own business for 20 years, and my wife and I never really went away for more than like 2 or 3 days, because by that time, we were either relaxing big time and doing nothing except enjoying each other and wherever we're at, or we're like doing something really cool up in the air with a balloon, or we're on the ocean doing stuff, or jet skiing, or going after it, or hiking, or something like that. It's like 3 days. That's all I need, and I need to get back into the the normal world of business, and that's how I have always been. But I can't take a week or 2 off. I can't take 2 weeks off. I know I couldn't do that.
It's weird. I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't know if I like it or don't like it. I didn't do it intentionally. It was just the way that 2 different trips worked out. And so I was like, well, we're going for it.
I don't think we talked about business hardly at all, though, on the boat. I mean, really, literally hardly at all. Do I remember a conversation on 3 days of being on Lake Erie talking business?
We were a little distracted, trying not to die. But that might be part of it.